Well, today I asked ChatGPT if people should live in an RV full-time, and here's what it had to say. I'm going to go over each of these, and I'll tell you if they're real or not. And then at the end, I will tell you what the good parts of all this is. Number one, it's limited space, and that is true. It is very limited space. No matter what you're in, we're in a 42-foot motor coach, and it is limited space. You're not in there to, look, you live in a house, you're in a house. You got plenty of room. You're in a motor coach or a trailer. The reason you're in it is not to be inside it. You're in it to be wherever it is. Lack of stability. So lack of stability, let's read that. RVs are not stable or secure as traditional homes. That is true. A travel trailer, a fifth wheel, you get a big hurricane, you got to get the hell out of there because it's a problem. We have not run into that, and our motor coach is as heavy as it can be. Maintenance and repairs, 100% true. The day you buy it, if you buy it brand new, you will have problems with it. My advice to you on that is to go to the manufacturer, not the dealer, for warranty work. We always take it up to Indiana to have warranty work done on it, and it gets done, no problem. Love American Coach, love Rev. They just do amazing work. Utility challenges, let's read that. And managing utility like water, electricity, sewage can be more complicated in RV. That is somewhat true. I mean, you have to dump your tanks every night, or at least I do. We rarely ever boondock, but when we do, we have a generator. We have 100 and some gallons of water. There's a lot we can do. That's not true. I have boondocked without I had electricity, but nothing else. And I boondocked for over a week by myself with no issues at all. Your key is just to have a home base. I can't stress that enough. You should always have a home base on where you're going to be. Ours is in Alabama. We actually bought a lot at a resort in Alabama, and that's our home base. We always have somewhere to go back to. Actually, before you buy an RV and you decide to live in it full time, have a home base lined up. Internet connectivity. Okay. Internet is a disaster everywhere when it comes to the RVs. So if you're traveling, you can forget the internet in RV park. On the road, we had a Verizon hotspot, and then we had Starlink, and now we have T-Mobile Home. T-Mobile Home has been the best on the East Coast, and Starlink has been the best on the West Coast. Zoning and legal restrictions. Okay, if you're going to buy an RV and you have a piece of land, look, I got 5 acres, I'm going to put my RV on this 5 acres. There is a very good possibility that zoning will not let you do that. So that's very true. Social isolation. Let's read that real quick. Living in an RV can sometimes lead to social isolation, especially if you're frequently on the move and away from family and friends. That is complete BS. I have met more people and I have more friends now than I ever did when I was living the sticks and bricks and work life. It's 100% untrue. As a matter of fact, I went to Kentucky the other day, overnight. I was heading to Indiana overnight and saw two people I know just out of the blue. Everywhere we go, we see someone we know. Everybody's friendly, everybody's happy, everybody's loving life. Next, limited access to services. Access to healthcare, education, and other essential services can be challenging. That is true. But you have to build that around your home base. So wherever your home base is, that's what you build up. We always spend the winter here in Alabama, so we have all of our doctors and dentists and all that in Alabama. Climate control, maintaining a comfortable indoor temperature can be difficult. RVs are not as well insulated as homes. That's 100% correct. Now, our motor coach, we rarely have problems keeping the temperature at a good level in there. We also spend a lot of money on the coach. The lower you go down, some fifth wheels have problems. Some fifth wheels don't. Travel trailers, some of them really have problems. If you're going to live in an RV, you're not going to live in a cold climate anywhere, or at least you're hoping not to. Next, cost of living. Let's read that slowly and together. While it may seem cheaper, the cost of RV parks, fuel, maintenance, and other living expenses can add up. That is 100% correct. It will cost you a ton of money to live in an RV. Look at us, okay? RV, we have a small RV payment that we pay a month because we put a lot of money down. Right there, you got a chunk of money that went down on something that is a depreciating asset. Keep that in mind. We bought this lot, we paid for it in cash, but you've got HOA fees, you've got electricity, you've got all that stuff. So RV parks are not cheap. And if you want to travel, fuel is not cheap. Food is not cheap. It is expensive to live in an RV. I know that's hard to fathom because you're probably paying $4,000 or $5,000 a month for your home, but I can guarantee you it's going to cost you more than that. Security concerns. Next. Security can be concerned in RVs both in terms of personal safety and security of your belongings. Security concerns are nothing I've ever worried about, ever. At least 90% of the people I talk to have the same idea. If you come into my coach and you're not welcome in my coach, you're just not going to make it that far into the coach. Resale value. RVs typically depreciate faster than traditional homes. That is 100% correct. You're buying a depreciating asset and that you're going to lose money on it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You will lose money on it more than you're expecting. When we bought ours, the first thing I told Wendy was, we're going to lose money on it. I mean, the second we drive it off the lot, we're going to lose money on it. We committed to it and we work out of it. And so we make our money back to a point, but it is what it is. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why am I buying a motor coach or a RV to live in? What's the point if it's going to cost me a ton of money and all these problems with it? Well, I will show you that now.